Israel has acknowledged that its initial accounts regarding the killing of 15 Palestinian medics and aid workers in Gaza were incorrect. This admission follows the emergence of video footage that contradicts the Israeli military's earlier statements about the incident. Incident overview. On March 23, 2025, Israeli forces killed 15 Palestinian paramedics and rescue workers in Rafah, Gaza. The victims were reportedly on a mission to rescue colleagues who had been shot earlier that day. The United Nations has described the killings as systematic, with claims that the men were shot, one by one, and later buried in a mass grave. Contradicting evidence. Mobile phone footage recovered from one of the deceased paramedics shows clearly marked ambulances and a fire truck with their emergency lights on. The video contradicts the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) claim that the vehicles were suspicious and lacked emergency signals. An anonymous Israeli military official later admitted that the initial account regarding the vehicle's lights was mistaken. Official responses. The IDF has stated that it will conduct a thorough investigation into the incident, acknowledging the need to reassess the sequence of events. Lieutenant Colonel Nadav Shoshani, a military spokesperson, emphasized that the soldiers did not randomly attack ambulances but believed they were targeting terrorists. Survivors and humanitarian organizations have called for accountability and an independent investigation into the killings. Humanitarian impact. The incident has raised significant concerns among international organizations, including the Red Cross, regarding the safety of medical personnel in conflict zones. The president of the Palestine Red Crescent Society highlighted the emotional toll of the incident, sharing the last words of one of the fallen paramedics, who expressed a desire to help others. Current status. As of now, one paramedic remains unaccounted for, and the situation continues to draw international scrutiny and calls for justice. Public reaction. The admission of error has sparked outrage among Palestinian communities and human rights advocates, who demand justice for the victims and accountability for those responsible. Protests have erupted in various cities, with demonstrators calling for an end to violence against medical personnel and greater protection for humanitarian workers in conflict zones. International response. Several countries have condemned the killings, urging Israel to ensure the safety of medical staff and adhere to international humanitarian law. The United Nations has called for an independent investigation, emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability in military operations. Future implications. This incident may lead to increased scrutiny of military operations in densely populated areas, particularly regarding the protection of civilians and humanitarian workers. The acknowledgement of mistakes could impact Israel's military policies and operational protocols in future conflicts, as well as its relations with international organizations and human rights groups.